Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the Moment, late night, 11:30 on this 20th day of November. It's a Thursday night. Just a few notes. I said I was going to come in here when the weather was bad, specifically when it was raining. Not the case tonight. Clear skies. The stars are out, but the temperature is going to dip down to like -5 this evening. So, just out of curiosity, how many people are in their bare feet right now? I'm doing the show in my bare feet because I have the privilege, the right to be inside four walls. And I just know too many people that are dressing in layers this evening as they get ready for another night surviving the frigid cold. Sunshine returns tomorrow, 6 degrees, clear skies, like we're in for a nice stretch of a few days with sunshine. But like I said in previous shows, when it's clear at night, when the clouds disappear, the temperature drops because it loses that layer of protection that's keeping the heat in. So once the clouds go, so does the heat. But sunshine in the forecast. Doesn't look like there's any significant rain in the forecast, and you can go to Environment Canada or watch your local news and get all the most accurate weather updates from your local favorite meteorologist. So I just want to give a big thank you to the 1,900 individuals who at some point stopped and just had a quick peek just to see what's happening. What's happening is I'm continue to tell the story of the unhoused, and that's what I'm going to continue to do tonight. So the last show I just did Tuesday night, nearing 2,000 views. That's almost 4,000 eyeballs on what I'm doing here, and it's just a live stream telling you, what I've seen and who I've talked to. Had a pretty intense conversation with some locals this afternoon on my way to work, and I'll tell you about that in a couple of moments. Because it was so nice today, I'm a morning person. Yeah, I don't have to be to work until like 2:30 in the afternoon. But on the weekends, I'm outside. It's just something that I did as a kid growing up. Saturdays and Sundays, you watch your Saturday morning cartoons, and then you're outside playing all day. For me, I just love to explore, and I love to explore the peninsula, love the city of Halifax, even though it does have some ugly truths to it. So hopped on the bus today, took the 29 bus to the south end of the peninsula, got off the bus, and then just walked back through the city. Just some beautiful, quiet time at the waterfront. Cruise ship season is over, so there's no cruise ships down there. It's just not a lot of people on the waterfront this morning. This is like 10:30 this morning, just beautiful. So I hope you had an opportunity to get outside and enjoy the sunshine today. Sunshine Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going to be like +7, but it's getting colder, which is kind of fitting, as we will be hosting the curling championships this weekend. The men's and ladies teams are here, the best of the best in Canada. I believe they're looking to punch their ticket to represent Canada in the upcoming Winter Olympics in Italy. So the city will be abuzz this weekend. I have the draw. I printed off the draws, the official draw, and I'll talk about that at the end of the show. If you are going to the curling this weekend, I am envious. I know it's curling, but it's a very Canadian sport, and I would love to I'm the type of spectator that goes to any sporting event. I don't mind sitting up in the high sections. I really don't mind sitting anywhere. But I don't mind being elevated to look down on the play. I just like to see how things develop, and I can guarantee you, at my age, at 52, any event that I go to where anything is coming out of a speaker, I'm probably going to have earbuds in. I'll tell you, the next time you go to a concert, put earbuds in. You'll actually enjoy the show better. It actually literally cuts down all the static. It cuts down all the background noise, and you can actually hear the vocals that much better. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but if you are lucky enough to spend some time inside of Scotiabank Centre over the next week or so, just keep your eyes peeled. Get familiar with some of the faces that you're going to be seeing curling, because I can guarantee you're going to see some of these people, walking through the streets of Halifax, maybe down at the waterfront. There's one Canadian that I would love to meet, and that's the tremendous athlete Brad Gushu from Newfoundland. His team is here. This flag that I have behind me has over 1,400 names on it. It started back in April of 2017. If you have any connections with any of the curling teams that are coming here, I would love to get some curling elite names on what is still the Matt TV Canadian Unity flag. Just a tremendous story. This flag, if this flag could talk, if I could bring this inanimate object to life to speak to you and tell you the stories, you would be just amazed. Okay. Just kind of bouncing around here, having some fun. It's therapy for me. I just want to give a quick shout out to Sergio and Fanny. They have been watching my show for a while, and I have since met Sergio in the city, and he wants me to continue doing what I'm doing, which is just telling the stories of the unhoused, and again, just letting you know what is happening out there as I walk through the peninsula on any given day. So what he has gifted me, what Sergio has gifted me over the last couple of weeks, this is a wireless mic. I know it's backwards, but this is a warm box wireless microphone. Really excited to have that, and that's going to go handy dandy with this other gift that was gifted to me from Sergio. This is a brand new laptop. So with this here and this here, I can take my conversations obviously on the road with me, but I can sit down anywhere and have a conversation with individuals. So send me a private message if you want to be a part of the Truth from the Booth radio program that I do. Please get in touch with me. We can meet somewhere in the city. If you're coming to the city, literally 60 minutes of your time, just simple editing software. Get your opinion out there, get your story out there, whatever you have to say. I do have the means to get it out there. So I'm just putting it out there. So again, thank you to Sergio and Fanny and all the work that you do with the unhoused behind the scenes. Looking forward to next weekend, Michelle Hiltz, who lives on the other side of the province. I've met Michelle last year under tragic circumstances. Michelle Hiltz started watching In the Moment when I was part of the awareness campaign in the fall and winter of 2023, 2024. And just following my show, learning what's happening here in Halifax. At the same time, her brother, Bobby, was living in a tent. And unfortunately, last December, Bobby passed away while in a tent. So Michelle has gone from listening to my show, hearing the horrific stories of what it's like to be unhoused, and in the background, her own brother, her only brother, is experiencing the same thing. And then a few months later to have her on my show talking about the death of her brother. It's come a tragic full circle. Just a tragic full circle. I've been in communication with Michelle just this evening, actually. Michelle is going to come to Halifax next weekend. We're going to get together, probably have her over here at the apartment, and we're going to record a show. So we are going to, in early December, I think it's either December 6th or December 7th, that Sunday, you're going to hear a 1-year anniversary show. I know it shouldn't have come out that way. It is an anniversary. It's a tragic 1-year anniversary, and I'll be speaking with Michelle Hiltz about that next weekend. Okay, changing gears real quick, switching lanes, getting off the off-ramp. Lynn Orton, who has just been an amazing Nova Scotian, and she is involved with a group of individuals at a local church, and a few months ago they started putting care packages together. They reached out to me, dropped them off here, and me and Jen delivered the first batch of these care packages out to the unhoused here in the peninsula. I've done it a second time, and at the end of the month, I will be doing it for a third time. But what is just so amazing that this tremendous group effort has snowballed, where we went from maybe a dozen packages, I think the last one was 18, we're now up to 30 individual care packages that I will be delivering on behalf of everyone at this church. So Lynn, thank you so much. I look forward to receiving, and I just love going out into the community and just starting up conversations with individuals. There's not too many people on the street here on the peninsula that I don't know. I might not know their name, but I recognize them as regulars here on the peninsula. So looking forward to handing out those care packages. On my way, again, I went in on the bus this morning, did my walk around. The city was quiet. Came home, had a bite to eat, get ready for work, back in. On my way back into work this afternoon, I walked in. And I always go either the sidewalk on Barrington or the pedestrian path. Either way, you are walking by the Barrington Street encampment. And today there were 2 city workers there who I've gotten to know over the last couple of years. They were instrumental. They were key in making sure that Grand Parade Square, while all of those tents were there that winter of 2023, they were just instrumental in making sure that that property stayed clean. That's why we never had a mice or rat infestation. We had a lot of other problems. We had a hell of a lot of problems there, but rodents were not one of them. George, hello, how are you? Let's connect, my friend. Let's connect. Anyway, getting back to this conversation, come to find out that Tracy, who I spoke with numerous times during that period at Grand Parade Square, which we learned just a few weeks ago, that Tracy was murdered. There's no other way to put it. What I learned today, Tracy died as the result of a beating. Someone literally beat her to death. And that's on a Facebook page, so I'm not making that up. This is not hyperbole. This is not fiction. This is real life. Come to find out today that tragic event happened at the encampment in Dartmouth. So again, I stress that there is no safety in encampments. It's lawlessness. It's absolute lawlessness. Shelters aren't safe either. So I am pleading, I am begging politicians, your first step is to go visit one of the encampments and just talk to one person. Learn one name Learn one name. Spend some time there before you make policies, because what I'm telling you and what I have heard and what I will continue to hear is individuals, humans, our fellow neighbors, fellow employees, fellow friends, fellow family members, they're not cursed. Like, they're in an unfortunate situation. But until you understand that, you're going to continue to make silly policies, put money in the wrong place, and put eviction notices on people's tents. You have no idea how you continue to traumatize the unhoused. You don't understand. You don't want to understand. You simply don't, because words are one thing, but your actions just don't match what you're saying. We've all heard of, and this is a conversation that I was having with a friend of mine who I'm going to have on the show here before Christmas, dealing with the unhoused crisis in the Miramichi, so in New Brunswick, in my home province. And we've all heard of nimby, not in my backyard. We grew up with nimbys, not in my backyard. Well, there were two more words that I learned today. One was banana, and the other was cave. So nimby, not in my backyard. Banana, and this is coming from a politician in Miramichi. This is what, so people aren't just butting heads here. People are butting heads everywhere over this issue. So banana stands for build absolutely nothing anywhere near anyone. Banana, build absolutely nothing anywhere near anyone. And this one here was great. Cave, C-A-V-E, citizens against virtually everything. Do you fall into one of those categories? Because I don't. Just some words to think about. Let's end it on something fun. This weekend here begins a week of just tremendous curling. It's the Montana's Canadian Curling Trials. The official draw is right here. Use all these highlighted are the games that Brad Gushu is going to be playing in. So again, just an aside here. If anyone has any ties to any of the Canadian elite curlers, and that's all of them, that's every single one of them. If someone can hook me up to get some signatures on this Canadian flag, that would be simply epic. I've tried a few different events, but at the time there was still like COVID protocol involved, so I just couldn't hand anything off to anyone. So anyone watching this show, and I'm hoping the show gets a few more eyeballs, if anyone can hook me up, I don't even have to personally meet anyone. I can hand it off to a responsible individual and they can take it. I handed this flag off to a guy one day at the airport in Vancouver, and he came back with all the signatures of the snowbirds who 30 minutes later hopped in a plane and did a fly over Vancouver and White Rock, which I saw, which you can see in my YouTube. So yeah, this is a pretty cool piece of fabric. And the stories it could tell about almost getting lost. My Aunt Una at one time basically told me, don't put it in the mail anymore. Don't put it in the mail anymore. Okay, I did that. Okay. I'm just in here winding down the end of this 20th day of November. -5 this evening. There's no real, I'm just kind of looking at the Environment Canada forecast. Showers Monday. The next few days, as far as the sun being out as opposed to the rain, It's favoring sunshine right now. So I'm probably going to get up early, get on the bus, and just do another bus ride to the south and just walk back through the city. I'm going to put a picture up here. I'm going to leave you with this. I kind of do the same regular walk. I get on the 29 bus and I go down Barrington, just before Barrington turns into Inglis, and people that are from the peninsula know where I'm talking about, but there's a Tim Hortons right there. So I'll get off the bus, maybe grab a coffee, and I always walk through the back parking lot of the Atlantic Superstore. Always walk, because I've seen people sleeping. I've seen people make little encampments back there. They're not there very long because it's so open. But I'm walking through there this morning, and again, I'm on the back part of the Atlantic Superstore and the liquor store, and I'm walking towards Via Rail. But there's this narrow, passageway where tractor trailers would go through or whatnot. And I'm looking at the bus shelter. So when you come out of the liquor store, there's a bus shelter right on your right. And as I'm walking towards it, I'm probably like 100 feet away, and I'm looking at it, and I can't figure out, my eyes are not adjusting to what I'm seeing. And then I get close enough, and I realize that the whole structure, aside from the metal, has been burnt. So there was a fire at this bus shelter, and you can see where the fire started. And I've seen many individuals over many different days take shelter in that particular bus shelter. I can't say it's a bus shelter because it's in a parking lot, but it is a shelter. It had a covering. It was somewhere to get out of the elements. And I know unhoused people were there because I would see them, because I walked that place all the time. So I walked by today, and unfortunately, it's just completely destroyed. It's just a metal frame. I'll put a picture up. I took a picture of it. No, I'll put it up for you. And I do believe that Global Halifax, they may have run a story tonight on the 6 o'clock news. One of their journalists reached out to me this morning. They're doing a story on the municipality just making an announcement earlier this week about phasing out the rest of the designated encampments over the next couple of years, over the next 18 to 24 months. That's a really huge time frame, and I can tell you, in that same time frame, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So I'm really scratching my head about that. So they reached out to me to see if I wanted to make a comment. I make all my comments right here, but what I do suggest to the journalists who reach out to me, I advise them to go to an encampment and talk to the people that are there living it right now. Yes, that's my advice. George, I'm glad you're in here. I miss you. If you're ever on this side of the country, please. But send me a private message. Let's connect. Let's talk before the end of the year. It's been too long. Okay. That's all I got. I'll leave you with this. I know I probably said that 5 times. I'm in my bare feet. I'm inside with heat, electricity, food in the fridge. What's your situation tonight? You doing okay? Are you doing okay? All right. Much love to you, the ladies out. My name is Matthew, and you are currently caught up